God has blessed us real good. Real good. As I was coming, 3 months before we got here today, we dedicated our own hospital. Are you understanding me? Our own hospital built, furnished by the grace of God. And so when I'm telling you that God answers and God moves when we move, I am telling you what I understand. I'm not telling you what I've read in the Bible. What I have lived, what I've experienced, what I've encountered. Your apostle is a great man doing the ministry and doing the business and is working for him. You think that it's because he's smart. It's not just because he's smart. He's a very smart man, but that's not the only reason. He knows something that you don't know. He's doing something that you are not willing to do. He's connected to an altar that you don't want to connect to. There's a price to pay for greatness. There's a price to pay for breakthrough. There's a price to pay for any great thing that you are expecting. Connect to God. Connect to God. Connect to God. Tighten the connection. Make it stronger. Make it firmer. Make it better. Genesis chapter 39 verse 2. Genesis 39 2. I know you have a communion service. I'll finish very soon. And the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man. The Lord was with Joseph, and the Lord was with him. And because of the Lord's presence, he was a fruitful man. Because the Lord was with him, he was fruitful. Stop chasing things that are not God. Stop giving your heart, your time, your money, your attention to things that are not God. Yes, you can do some of them. But if you want to see a certain level of breakthrough, please learn to build the connection. You in me, I in you. You in me, I in you. Not the high-bye relationship. High-bye. You know the high-bye? High-bye. The high-bye relationship that we have. High-bye relationship. It doesn't bring any fruit. And he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. Look, this particular verse, I just saw something. Most of us are now in the house of our master, America. Most of us are in the house of our master, America. And the Lord was with Love Legacy. And because of that, they became fruitful and prospered. Even though they were in the house of their master, America. Give me verse 3. Verse 3. And his master saw that the Lord was with him. That's what I want. It was the presence of the Lord in his life. And that the Lord made all that he did to prosper. Connect to this God. He will make things work. Connect to him. Number 2. Number 1 is connect to God. Number 2 is connect to man. Connect to man. Deal with the vertical and deal with the horizontal. You cannot just say that, as for me, I don't care about anybody. I don't need anybody. It's only God that I need. You are lying. You don't need only God. You need man. You don't need just God. You need man. You can't just walk around and say, as for me, I don't need anybody. Once I have my relationship with God intact, I'm fine. You are not fine. Luke 2:52. Let me show you something. You are not fine. And Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. Jesus. He needed to grow in favor with God and man. You are sitting now saying, what? I don't need any man. I just need God. As long as I can shandalize and dambarize and bangarize, I don't need any man. You lie. You need man. You need man. You must connect to a man. You must be connected. The vertical relationship alone will not give you fruitfulness. It will not give you fruits. I'm looking for fruits. That's all he says. I need fruits. I need fruits. I need fruits. Loving your people, loving the people, loving your next neighbor, loving the next door neighbor, loving somebody else is also fruitfulness. It brings fruitfulness. Connect to somebody. Don't come into the church, sit down quietly, take the word quietly, walk out quietly. Don't share nothing with nobody. Don't share love with nobody. Don't ask anybody anything. And I heard Apostle every now and then I listen to you. I mean, I've been seeing Apostle for years. I've been seeing him for years. When he comes to visit the UK, I see him because I live there. So I don't know how, but I kept seeing him. I don't know how, but I kept seeing him because it's social media. But we were not even friends on social, but he was friends to friends. So whenever he's in there, you guys see the man. And what I liked about him is the family mindedness. You know, I see it all the time. And then when he's over here and then he's doing his outreaches, I said, this man is a crazy man. I mean, the kind of things that he does. You know, so I kept focusing. Who does that? Just going around the city praying for buildings. I said, he's this man. Is he like us? I mean, you know, is he thinking like us? He's not. And so I like to watch him. I like to see the things that he does. And it amazed me. It amazed me how he loves people, how he opens up to people, how he flows with people, how he just you understand what I'm saying? You are here with him. You know him better than I do. But it was one of the things that caught my attention. His love for people. His love for people. And then I said to myself that his church must be a church full of love. People must, to bear fruit, you must connect to people. You must connect to the people, not only God, but connect to a man, connect to a woman, connect to somebody. Let nobody come to church and go without another person talking to the person. Let nobody walk into this beautiful place and walk out and say that the people are not friendly at all. I've been to places like that. I've been to places, I sat in the service, I enjoyed the service, I walked out and said, I am never darkening the doorway of this house with my shadow again. Because the people were very, 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 very friendly. Very unfriendly people. They were loving God. Forget about you. I came to serve God. After that. Ish. Tell somebody, ish. It's just not right. Connect to God. Connect to man. Connect to man. Jesus had favor, increased in favor with God. Let nobody. I heard Apostle saying a few weeks ago that one of our people died in a room, and then we got to know, or they got to know later, or something to that effect. It shouldn't happen. It can't happen. It can't happen. Not in our church, not in our place, not where we are. It can happen elsewhere, but not here we are. Not here. We must love to the point where the person sitting next to you feels it. They must feel it. It's a love legacy. We hold the legacy of love. And love is God. And God is love. And love is for God. Are you understanding me? He says that for people to know that we are his disciples, love. He didn't say makata, rabadagada. He didn't say that for people to know that you are my disciples, pray in tongues. He didn't say that your prayer would make people know us. He didn't say that your giving will make people know. He said that it is by your love that they will know. I need somebody to connect to another person. I need people to look. And I'm not talking about just inside here. When you step out in your office, show the love legacy in the office. You are the church. You are the church. This is just a container, but you are the church. When you walk out, let's see love legacy walking on the streets. Love legacy in Manhattan. Love legacy in wherever you are. Love legacy in Englewood. Love legacy on the highway. Love legacy. That is what we want to see. I want to see. Look, if we have 100 people sitting here, let us have 100 love legacy churches moving around. Let us have people that are carrying the love legacy and walking out. We control. We have it. We are containers of love. We are containers of love. Love legacy people must be containers of love. You contain it. And then when you become contagious, when you sit in the car, you just, pour a little. You sit in your office, you pour a little. You walk to the mall, you pour a little. Wherever you go, you drop a little. You show a little. You release a little. And by the time you realize you are bearing fruit, people will follow love. People will follow love. People will follow love. People will walk behind love. Love is attractive. Love is attractive. Love is magnetic. Love is drawing. Love pulls. Love pulls. Many people, no matter how wicked or demonic they are, they respond to love. They respond to love. Where prayer doesn't work, love breaks through. No, there are many fathers, and there are many parents who lost control of their children through whatever means. They lost control and they started using prayer. Pray for them. It doesn't work that way. When you begin to love, you realize that the power. No, that's why God is love. When you release love, you have released God. When you release love, you have released God. Release love in your office, you see God operating. Release love in the church, you see God operating. Release love in your car, you see God. When you sit in the bus, release love. Release love. I know that this our place where we are is somewhere you can't do some of the things. But when you are there and then the opportunity comes, show love. Don't be like everybody else. Man, I don't care. It's your own problem. Don't be like everybody else. Show love. Help the world with your love. Help the loveless world with the love of God. Why do you think that they call us Love Legacy? Because we contain it. Because we hold the legacy of love. We have it. It's ours. It's ours. It's our nature. If no church has it, at least because it's our name, we must carry it. If nobody has it, because you are connected to this name, you must carry it. Is anybody hearing me at all? Somebody put your hands together for the Lord.